Hello everybody, welcome to SCUBAFORCE. We are here in our new home. As most of you know, we moved just a couple of weeks ago, so we have very busy weeks behind us. And as you can see, not everything is done yet, so a little bit of work just ahead of us. But today we would like to go on with our new video series, and today we would like to introduce the new COBRA GT harnesses. As you can see, the heart of the COBRA GT harness is this little buckle. This is a polymer buckle, so it's completely made from polymer, so there are no metal parts at all inside. We have tested this one under all conditions that you can imagine. Ice cold water, salt water, of course fresh water, and we were so impressed about this little piece that we changed our very well-known COBRA harness systems now to the COBRA GT harness. COBRA GT is coming in two versions. So here you see the comfort version. Two buckles, and these buckles give you the possibility to get it tight, to get it loose very easily. So this one is good if you frequently change your underwear, your undergarment, your wetsuit, your dry suit. So this is easy to fix if you're using, for example, a 2 mil wetsuit, and a couple of days later you change into your dry suit again. So very easy done. You can open it, you can close it, and as you see, this is a 50 mil buckle. So it's made for all standard harnesses. Easy to attach, easy to install. On the other hand, we have the COBRA Tech harness. Here you see we are working only with one buckle. That means you just can open it, and that makes it very comfortable if you want to get in or especially out of the harness. Why are we using buckles? Because as you know, we are coming from the technical diving scene, and many years buckles was not very popular. I give you an example for it. A couple of years ago we did an expedition to the Irish Sea, very rough conditions. A group of very experienced divers, old times, so we were working on PSCR rebreathers. One of our divers felt unconscious at his last deco stop. We still do not know what was the reason for it. We all believe that it was just a mixture, failure in putting in the wrong gas. As you know, PSCR systems are very difficult to dive, and you have to be really careful about it. Diver felt unconscious, and even we had massive experience inside the water. It was very difficult to get the diver out of the water. Reaction was done pretty quickly, so people react and say, hey, there's a problem, we have to react on it. But Irish Sea means rough conditions, big boats, and we had to get the unconscious diver out of his complete gear to get him back on the boat. And honestly, it was a nightmare. I believe that just the good experience of the divers who was involved in that leads to the results that nothing happened at the end of the day. So the diver came back, nothing happened, all went good. But we did a debriefing on that dive and said, okay, the main problem was to get the diver out of his equipment. So if you're doing rough open water condition dives, it might be in any kind of accidents that you have to get somebody quickly out of his gear to get him back to the boat or get him back to the beach, wherever, so that you can do an emergency first response on him. And then we said, okay, we forget about the story with harnesses that can't be opened, and we were looking for buckles. Of course, we do not use standard buckles. That doesn't make sense if you use heavy equipment. But the COBRA GT polymer buckle got nothing to do with a standard plastic buckle. First of all, it's a safe system. That means if you touch only one side or if you open only one side, you can't open it. It's impossible. So you need 2 fingers to open it, and then it's very easy to open it. So there's no opening by mistake. You have to do it with 2 fingers, so you make sure you do not lose your equipment underwater. And we all know, of course, if you have a twin 20 on your back and your buckle is broken or you open it by mistake, that causes a lot of problems. That never will happen with the COBRA GT polymer buckle. At the end, Our systems are then standard systems. So you find 2 banded D-rings on the top. You find 2, we are always doing 2 on the side, so you have a left and the right side. If you do not want to use the right one, you just can leave it away. We have a soft crotch strap and a very stiff harness on the top, so a very stable system. And this is pretty much the same on the comfort system and on the tech system. Okay, the difference, as I started with, is just you can adjust that one very easily. This is a fixed buckle. Okay, just to show you how proud we are on a COBRA GT buckle, we have a little experiment, and that will show how strong this little piece of polymer is. So we are outside now and prepared our little experiment. Marky, Tommy, ready to go? As said before, we have tested our COBRA buckle under all diving conditions, and we realized how strong this little polymer buckle is, and now we show you how strong it is. I wouldn't recommend to do that at home because it's definitely illegal, but we are on private property, so we're allowed to do nearly everything we want. Guys, ready to go? You have seen this? This is really close to unbelievable. COBRA GT buckle, that was a Mercedes GLS with a weight from over 2 tons, and you can pull it with the buckle in between a standard harness. If you can pull a 2-ton car with this buckle, that's definitely good for your diving.